You know, we did it when NFTs were not hot.
Yeah.
And we made NFTs hot again, right? Make it
Yes, sir.
First of all, no, you didn't. Second of all, stop talking about making things hot again. That's just the worst. But that is Donald Trump at, it looks like a fundraiser and it sounds like a fundraiser, but supposedly it's not a fundraiser, okay? Now, he's at an NFT gala with those who bought his worthless JPEGs that he sold on the internet. Here's some photos from the event. First of all, here's the thing that I guess got you in or whatever. It's like a ticket for it. Probably AI generated. I don't know. If it was made by a human, graphic design is very much their passion. Anyway, you can see him here standing in front of one. Okay, these are people who bought not one, but many of his digital trading cards or whatever. You can see here that they did eat good. Lobster ravioli, okay. You had sliced beef filet and the Mar-a-Lago trio. It's Trump chocolate cake, vanilla creme brulee, and key lime pie. And I can't even make fun of that. That sounds good and I want it. Anyway, but they also had some merch. Okay, you can see this. Apparently this is Taylor Swift themed. I don't know enough about Taylor Swift to say what the theme is, but again, ridiculous images of Donald Trump. And what I love about it is that Donald Trump has never once been photographed looking cool, requiring everyone to Photoshop him into situations where he would look cool. Like they could just do that, like there's Obama at the table ordering the strike on Osama bin Laden or something, but they don't have anything like that. So instead, I guess I'll make him a cowboy or, he's a Roman warrior. I think that he's a WWE champion there. All of it just so utterly ridiculous. The gap between the way they see him and the way he has lived his life.
Hey, I'm glad you're here. Listen, in order for the Damage Report to keep on going, we need viewers like you to become a member on YouTube. Can you click the join button on YouTube today? Thank you.
This event wasn't just about those who bought his cards. It was about signaling his stance on cryptocurrency. Take a look at this.
Biden doesn't even know what it is. If you ask Biden, sir, are you for or against crypto? What's that? What the? Get me off the stage. He's saying, get me off the stage. No, he has no idea. But look, Gensler is very much against it. The Democrats are very much against it. And I say this, a lot of people are very much for it. Probably a lot of the people in this group. And I'm fine with it. I want to make sure it's good and solid and everything else, but I'm good with it. And if you like crypto in any form, and it comes in a lot of different forms, if you're in favor of crypto, you better vote for Trump.
Can we donate to your campaign using crypto?
Yes. If you can't, I'll make sure you can.
Well, I like that.
Can we donate to the Trump campaign using crypto? I believe the answer is yes. Is there somebody that can help me with that answer?
This gentleman can help you.
Is the answer yes or no?
The answer is yes.
Okay, I think he's actually less interested in whether they can donate to his campaign in crypto than that they can effectively donate to his campaign in cash for his worthless NFTs. But anyway, I love that rant, okay? First of all, because it's an utter 180 from his prior position. He called Bitcoin a scam against the dollar 3 years ago. But bear in mind, he also had a very different position on TikTok back then. Now, he changes his position when money changes hands. It's very predictable in that way. And he can change his position on TikTok and cryptocurrency because at the end of the day, he doesn't actually know anything about either of those. He started that rant against Biden saying like, oh, sir, what is it? I don't know what it is. Get me off the thing. And then he said, you like crypto? It comes in many forms. I would love to ask him some follow-up questions about cryptocurrency and the blockchain and non-fungible tokens and see how deep his knowledge of those really run. But you get an idea of how deep it runs when he's like, you should hate Biden because he hates crypto. The Democrats hate crypto. I'm fine with it. I'm good with it. He doesn't even seem that supportive. By the way, many elected Democrats love cryptocurrency for the same reason that he does, because they've been paid off by crypto lobbyists. That's why they love it so much. It's not like there's this massive groundswell of popular support for cryptocurrency. Those bubbles have already burst. The NFT bubble has already burst. We've moved on as a society. The blockchain is not going to revolutionize everything, and we all know that. But the only reason that I really want to talk about it is I have remaining questions that I know I've brought up before about the legality of all of this. Now, I have done a lot of research into my theory that he has sort of found with these digital trading cards a loophole for the campaign finance laws, the few that actually remain. And look, as of right now, it does not appear that he is doing what is my worst fear of how he would get around those laws, in that he is not receiving all of the money when you buy one of these digital trading cards. Now, on the website for the company, unless they're lying, they say that it's not owned by him, okay? And they're asked in an FAQ, is any of the money from this collection going to the Donald J. Trump campaign for president? And it says no, these digital trading cards are not political and have nothing to do with any political campaign, which is not actually a direct answer to the question. Is the money going? No, they're not political. Okay, but once the money's given, it doesn't matter if it was originally tied to that. You can spend it on whatever you want. Now, technically, again, he's not getting all the money for this. We don't know what money he's getting for this. Maybe none. Maybe he was doing all of that promotion as rallies, and maybe he's bringing people to Mar-a-Lago for fun. That's how Donald Trump acts. He never requires payment for anything that he does. No, but seriously, what is he getting for this? Is nobody asking that question? We don't know. Is he getting a cut? Is he getting residuals on, if these NFTs are later traded? The company is he getting no money from that? And more importantly, maybe for now, assuming that they're not lying and assuming that he's not making money in some way, which he definitely is, the question still remains, what if he did own the company? What if he just launched his own company that minted these NFTs? And he could put them with an initial sale price of $5,000, and some millionaire could buy 50 of them, and that would be his money. And then he could spend it on his campaign, because you can spend your own money on your campaign. He didn't really have to spend almost anything to set that up. He can print as many as he wants, as many as a billionaire wants to buy. Again, I do not understand why more people are not talking about this. It might be the case that he is not yet abusing this in the way that he could. But someone could, if not him. What if Bloomberg wants to do it next time around? Or, like Vivek Ramaswamy could launch these. Honestly, I don't understand why this isn't being looked into. Because again, it's all so loosey-goosey. And again, the idea that he's not being paid is very difficult to square with what happened at this event. Okay, so if you buy enough of the NFTs, you get invited to a dinner with Trump. You also get a physical card with a piece of the suit that Trump wore when he was arrested. He autographed some of them. So he's doing all of this out of the goodness of his heart, I guess, because he's not being paid. Okay, and if you bought 10,000 of these, you got to go to a VIP cocktail reception where not only did you get a piece of the suit, you got a piece of the tie as well. Okay, well, what? If you spend 100,000, do you get some of his stained drawers? Like, at what point are we escalating to that? But he's giving away all this stuff, and he's not getting anything. I know it's fun to laugh about the cards. They're ridiculous. I love to mock them too. But there is something deeply distressing about the campaign finance implications of this. And it's not being talked about, and I think it's super weird.
When you click the join button and become a tier 2 member, you get access to all of our weekly top 10 lists. What are you waiting for?